WL 506 is right around the corner, September 25th. Amazing card has been put together, so we're going to give our predictions for those matchups. We want to hear about your picks for the winners, and please leave a comment down below. So let's start with the champions. The first one, lightweights, Sam Harris versus Tony Kitowski.
Yeah, Sam Harris, hammer holder.
Hammer holder, yeah, Tony Kitowski. Guy who's going to take the hammer.
Why it's not Sam against Giannis?
I really don't understand that.
Yeah.
If you don't understand it, please leave a comment down below. I'm gonna post an email of WL. Let's send all the messages. But yeah, they contacted you before. They told you that.
That,
of
course.
They're gonna give.
They did everything very fair, and they said that at first they will give a shot Tony Kitowski, and Tony will have his chance against Sam Harris, and very possible that I will get a winner of those fights. After that, we will see how it will go.
Yeah, we will take the hammer back to Latvia where it belongs.
Yeah, so it's and anyway, Sam Harris, Tony Kitowski, who cares? It will not stay long in USA.
Yeah, so okay, let's move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, but in all seriousness, good matchup. Finally, I think Tony deserves this shot. Sam has faced Geoff Hale too many times, that I think someone else needs to have that title shot. And
and Sam has proved that he is one of best in USA in lightweights, and same Tony Kitowski. People are talking that he's not really lightweight, but anyway, if he's lightweight, it's just like at the moment I think they are two of best in a lightweight category in USA. Like Geoff Hale, he lost against Sam Harris. The Garish, I don't know, he lost. Maybe Wazgen, not really.
Yeah.
Lukind.
Yeah.
Last year lost against Sam Harris.
I think
who else left? Justin Bishop is heavier lately.
Yeah.
So it is those are I would say two best lightweight arm wrestlers, 165-pound arm wrestlers in the USA right now, and they deserve to fight for a hammer.
Tony, he cuts a weight for this one, sometimes more, sometimes less. He's looking big in his workout videos, very, very big. So
yeah, he's not looking like lightweight, and that could be one of main problem for him. How good the weight cut will go, and how good, even more important,
it can come as
regeneration after that weight cut. That's even more important sometimes.
Getting all the fluids back in your system.
Yeah, it's just like 24 hours time. Usually waiting in WL is about 24 hours before fight, so it's just 24 hours for your body to regenerate, to get back the weight.
If it's too much, then it takes longer time. I have done too much of weight cuts that I know how long time it takes, and sometimes they're good.
How much weight to lose? You think, like if it's not just like empty stomach and fluid, like 5 kilos?
5 kilos.
That's okay to lose.
Everything else is too much. Everything else is too much.
Yeah, I have read a lot of research about this, and then usually it's about 4-5% of your body weight is possible. If it's more, it's already damaging your performance.
Yeah.
And Tony is losing weight. I was talking with him in a messenger before previous fight, I think, and he said he's walking around 180 something, so he's not dropping so much weight. If it's 165 weight class.
And he still needs to get 7 kilos, 15 pounds.
It should be like 15 pounds, but like when I did my WL fight against Tom Holland, it was 170 pounds. Yeah. So.
But I think for the title they should be.
It should be very strict, 165.
Strict,
So it's 15 pounds. It's definitely advantage for Sam Harris. He's walking around lighter. He don't have to drop a weight.
Tony should be, and I think is, the strongest arm wrestler, like between him and Sam Harris. Sam Harris has good style, his technique, his top roll, it's very good, but it will be very difficult for him to top roll.
I think it's no question who of them is physically stronger.
Yeah.
If he will put together, they would have to, like I don't know, bench, pull up or biceps curl, and we would
see the results.
Results definitely Tony, but you know in arm wrestling,
Who's better arm wrestler, not who's the strongest.
that's a thing, and Sam have one very good moves is a little bit defensive position, top roll, posting top roll, and in previous seasons I think he had to take almost everyone, yeah. Except just a few arm wrestlers are able to get inside with him or top roll him.
Yeah.
So it's not so one way. But from other side, Tony's hand is very solid. I have put with him, I have felt his power, and 2016 when Tony Kitowski won his WL championship title with both arms. It was great class, and Tony was so dominant actually.
Yeah.
He won.
I think it will be a hard matchup for Sam Harris. I don't know if he can take his strongest angles put against Tony's. I think the biggest advantage for him will be the weight cut. The disadvantage for Tony will be the weight cut. How he recovers. But again, Tony can recover super good and be even stronger on that day. So.
Yeah. But it's hard to predict. They both are not competing very often, and in this season and even in previous season, I have seen just a few fights for both of them in WL and maybe some other tournaments. So we don't see them competing too often. But anyway, overall, I have to go with Tony Kitowski. I think he is not the better arm wrestler there, but he's stronger, and I think arm wrestling is strength sport, and strongest one will win.
I have to pick as well Tony Kitowski as your next opponent. Yeah, so I think Tony and Giannis in finals. No, it's Sam and Tony. Sorry. But
we'll see. Maybe Sam will surprise us. I don't know. Last year against Jeff Hale, against Luke.
Yeah.
He was so good. He was just back pressure everyone, just center, and that's it. And you can never know. It's day for day can change anything.
Yeah. So we picked Tony Kitowski, but best of luck to Sam Harris as well.
Yeah, best of luck to both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Hammer will come.
Justin Bishop versus Rob Egan Jr. Middleweight title fight. So
Rob is hammer holder.
Yeah.
He defended his title against who? He had a match this season.
He had a match this season. If I find it, I'm gonna put the video over us. So we're thinking about who did he beat, but
it was a question who will meet REG, or is it
Storm.
like Storm Chilio or Justin Bishop?
Yeah. So I don't know why Storm isn't there, but Justin Bishop is there. So it's I like Justin Bishop. He's a great puller, but I have to go for this one with RVJ. I think he's bigger. Justin is smaller. He's better at I think lightweights or something like that.
In arm wrestling, not always bigger one wins.
I know, but that's a big advantage if we're both. The guy is champion. Come on, man. The guy is champion. So he is the peak of WL middleweight class there. So I think he should be stronger.
It's 200, 209 pounds weight class.
I don't know. Just leave a comment.
Is it a middleweight at all? It's I would say heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight. 90. It's 90 or 95 kilos.
But again, they have three classes: lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight. So.
Yeah.
And then someone says super heavyweight. So when did the heavyweights end and super heavyweight start? So
but if we're talking about weights, Justin is naturally more as a real middleweight.
Yeah.
He's walking around naturally 18 kilos, maybe 85, and he's lighter, and it's not so easy for him to fight with his
bigger guys.
Like just physically bigger, but. As I said before, not always in arm wrestling.
No.
Like bigger man or bigger muscles or bigger size means that you will win, for sure.
For sure, yeah, that is true. But for this matchup, it's I think it's going to be a hard matchup for Justin. I don't know if they have arm wrestled before. Again, if I find the video, I'm gonna put it right
I think
over.
before they didn't pull in the same class. Justin was in a lighter class. Even previous
Yeah.
when WL had those regular tournaments, they didn't pull in the same class.
Yeah.
RVG was usually heavier. That's what I think. And I have to go with RVG in this fight. I think Justin can be really dangerous and he have a chance, but I don't think Justin will beat him inside.
Yeah.
And
It's gonna be hard
RVG
to take
have
his
very
arm.
good, very long fingers, huge hand, good control, and it's not easy to top roll him. So I don't see a way how Justin could win this, but again it's a
we're
fight.
we're supporting Justin.
Yeah.
I would love him to win this matchup, but like on the paper, on anything, it's RVJ for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So heavyweights.
Super heavyweights.
Super heavyweights. Okay. We will have a rematch from last year.
Yeah.
Jerry Caderet versus Michael Monster Todd.
Yeah.
This is like
Ultra marathon.
ultramarathon. Like every time I see those like the match of Jerry versus Todd, it's like the two of the worst techniques that you would ever want to arm wrestle against: flop wrist and king's move. You know, it's that they are so uncomfortable and so few people use it good, and these are the guys that use it the best on the planet. So this is why the last match of the one round was 7 minutes, something like that. It was just crazy. So again, picking a winner for this one, it's very hard. The last time Jerry won, Michael broke his arm here in the middle of the match. But again, like there's no quitting in that guy. He will always continue arm wrestling. He doesn't care. So I don't really think that Jerry can beat him this time. I think Michael, he looked very good versus Dave Chaffee, and I think he's going to be in very good shape for this one.
I don't think much will change in this fight.
It's going to be the same.
I see the same. Like Jerry will get in a position and Michael will be in position. So it's again, if you're watching this fight and you think it's logging and you have to push refresh a few times, it's not. It's still fighting. They just both standing and same with referees. At first they are looking, and then standing taller, like back is starting to hurt. I think it will be the same again. Those
it depends who will use those small advantages. You know,
minute fights. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be a fast matchup in no way.
Because Jerry is very offensive with his press, and he gets good in position, but. It's not easy for him to finish fight because Mike, what he's doing, he's super defensive and holding with his king's move, with his open angle, and that's again the point where he is strong. Yeah. So they both are directly opposite. One is offensive, one defensive, and both are great in those positions. Yeah. Yeah. And they both will get it. It's again, I think almost for sure.
It will be the same scenario in the last one. We just like who will come on top.
3-2 before. 3-2 for
3-2 or
3-1 for Jerry.
Leave a comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My predictions?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I will say Jerry will do it again.
You'll just say Jerry will do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go with
Jerry was so good for the last few fights and Mike is improving in every fight in King's Move. I would say he's getting much better. His style is not so much down. He's getting better, but still it's.
But again, like last matchup he had versus Todd Hutchings, Jerry. So the only time he struggled when Jerry tried to top roll him. When Todd tried
Hutchings.
to top, he was top rolling him and he opened up and he really couldn't do anything. It's hard to finish him, but he was so out of position. And I think Michael uses his king's move, his top roll, much better now than year before. That it will be harder for him to keep it together. But yeah. It's yeah. I'm going with Michael. You're going with Jerry for this one.
Yeah.
So some feature matchups. Sara, formerly Backman, now Rotunda, versus Gabriela Vasconcelos from Brazil. Sweden versus Brazil. Again, every time there's a women matchup, it's Sweden versus Brazil. It was
They both have met before, and I think it's 1-1.
1-1.
Sara won once in arm fight, in arm wars, maybe it was arm fight in arm
then
wars.
in Brazil,
And
she lost.
and actually both times they have pulled, it's arm fights.
Yeah.
It was arm fight in arm wars, it was arm fight in Brazil. It's a long time ago. It's so history is good thing, but it's nothing when you have to do it again.
Sara took some time off from arm wrestling, few years, but she still was a little bit active around the USA circle, competed in competition, beating guys in competition, and Gabi never left, world champion each year, going to Zloty Tour, finishing very high there,
and she's getting stronger and stronger.
And the videos they post of their training, it's super impressive.
If you following or watching some of those girls' Instagram or YouTube or Facebook channels, and those weights they are doing, it's even impressive for some of top arm wrestlers in men's division.
Yeah.
Those are some crazy weights with those curls
Pull-ups,
and pull-ups
inverted
and
pull-ups,
overall strength exercise.
Yeah.
They both are great strength athletes.
Yeah. And again, this is so hard matchup to pick because they both look quite similar. We will see only when we see them on table, but it's a great matchup. First of all, it's and they're cutting weight for this one, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to cut weight, about some 10 kilos, something like that. But they came to agreement that they're gonna do it, so it's fine. Yeah, because Gabi will compete in Worlds after this, I think, so she's cutting for that too. For this one, I have to pick Sara, Swedish Power.
Why?
Swedish Power. I think
Northern Power.
Yeah, I think she's very dedicated. She's training super hard, and she will come with everything she got. And she was amazing arm wrestler before she left arm wrestling, like for to take some time off and went to wrestling and things like that. But now she's back. Like the training looks incredible. She's very fast. She's very strong. So it's hard to pick a winner for this one, but I'm gonna go with Sara.
It's again just speculations.
Yeah,
and
it's very hard to tell these ones.
I know those both arm wrestlers for many years, and I have followed how they are competing in world level, in Zloty Tour, in different tournaments, and of course Gabi is doing better lately because she's active and she did great in a Zloty Tour. She was pulling in a super heavyweight class. She won against some of world's very best top heavyweight athletes, and but Sara again, she before she was 65 and 70 kilo arm wrestler, and now she's not only even 80 kilos, and she's stronger than ever. And I remember I talked with Fia last year when she was in USA, and she had a sparring with Sara, and she said Sara is stronger than ever. She has never been so strong, so it's impossible, I think, to predict, but I will say Sara Backman will win.
Yeah. Sweden is closer than Brazil for us.
It's just like
just a boat trip for us, get in a boat and next day.
So we will support our Swedish neighbors, northern neighbors.
Yeah. So we're going with Sara for this one, but it's still gonna be, I think, great matchup on this card. All the card is absolutely stacked with great talent. And another feature match. Somehow we wanted to see Devon Larratt in the finals, but he got injured with his right arm, so he's pulling left arm. Devon Larratt versus Wagner Bortolato. I remember when I just came into the sport, and I think one of the first videos I saw was this one crazy guy just throwing equipment around in the gym, doing some crazy stuff, and then beating everyone on table.
Brazilian Jesus.
Yes. Yeah. So Wagner Bortolato, multiple-time world left-hand champion.
Yeah, I think 4 times.
Yeah. Versus great Devon Larratt. And it's such a hard matchup to pick because Bortolato hasn't been that active, but he had a super match versus
Michael Todd
in the start of the year that he won easily, but Michael's
left arm,
yeah,
right arm he lost easily.
yeah, he didn't arm wrestle Michael with the right arm. Other guy did.
Anyway,
Of course.
even if he didn't, anyway, he lost easily.
Yeah, his left is super. It's much,
Bartolotto's
much better
right
than-
arm was very solid before as well. In like end of 2000s, like 2008, 2009,
Yeah.
2006. His
And
right arm was.
and he's even the guy who broke Michael Todd's arm.
He had super match with Michael Todd in Arm Wars. 2000, we have to ask Mike, maybe 2008.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mike injured his arm against Wagner Bortolotto. Wagner is brutal. His style is brutal. He's never been super technical, but his strength.
Yeah, he's explosive, strong. Yeah, the matchup can be like if they go on table, and we really don't know where the strength difference is. It can be that just like Wagner is much stronger or Devon is stronger. If Wagner is stronger, he will just flash.
In the middle of 2000s, end of 2000s, he was one of very best in the world with left arm. 2006, he won a world championship in Manchester with Andrei Pushkar in the class, with Norman Thompson in class. Wagner was a champion. 2009, 2012 in Brazil, I think he won as well. 2009, Matoshenko, Sergei Tokarev, Russian, Skochiev. He wins almost against all best Europeans at that time in a heavyweight class.
Yeah.
But he's away from arm wrestling, and I think few years he was not in a shape at all. No, his last few years he's back again, strong and big, and maybe bigger than ever. I'm not sure stronger than ever. Who
Yeah,
knows?
we will find it out next week, but it's very hard to pick for this one. You think if he shows up with the form that he was, and Devon shows up with the form he has now, who has a better chance of winning?
Somewhere again in those middle of 2000s, Wagner still was always going just for a tricep shoulder press, but he was more or less. He could do like a top roll, he could pose, but still his main move was just press. Lately, what have I seen? He's just pressing, and that's great move, and it's effective and strong and everything. But I don't think it will be enough against Devon to beat him just with one move.
Yeah.
So Devon maybe not in the first round, maybe not in the first slip or something, but.
Yeah, it's
Somehow
always,
I think that Devon will find a way and will work on that. I'm not sure if Devon's having King's move with left. If he's having King's moves like he's doing with right arm lately, he could stop him here. And it's USA. Devon is used to pulling USA WL rules.
all of that.
Wagner is new to this system, and those all are pluses for Devon. And he's. Always, if there will be a chance that he can do something, he will find this and he will do this.
Never, almost never bet against Devon Larratt. He loses so few matchups.
Yeah.
That
Yeah. And the row again.
Where were we?
Somewhere in the middle of fight.
Yeah, so yeah, like you said, Devon has a lot of tools to win. Like he knows WL. His best friend is Bart Wood, so all those things gonna help him to have advantage in this matchup, and it's hard to bet against him. So my pick for this one will be Devon Larratt. I think he will find a way to win if the strength difference is not that big, because we can assume that Wagner is stronger. We don't know really, but let's assume it. But if the strength difference isn't that big, he will find a way to work on his arm and stop him.
Yeah. In even fight, Devon will win. And also, of course, if fight will get longer, as usually, it's more chance for Devon. However, Wagner. Okay, I'm talking about Wagner. I know before. I haven't met him for last maybe 5 years, and I'm not sure about his shape and everything. But before that, Wagner didn't afraid to fight in the long fights. He always had wars against world's best arm wrestlers, and usually in long fights. Even I remember with Norman Thompson's, with Tokarev, Wagner could win in those long fights as well. So it's usually no problem for him with endurance, but still. It's Devon Larratt. Yeah.
It's Devon Larratt, yeah, guys. It's Devon Larratt. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to put your money against him, so we're going with Devon Larratt for this match.
Yeah.
So it's on September 25th. You can watch it on fancy.com or BR Live if you're from USA. Last time there was no live stream for Fancy, so I'm very disappointed. I hope they're gonna fix it and we can see it live.
Yeah, we will watch it.
Yeah, so those are our predictions. Leave a comment about your predictions down below. We want to hear your thoughts about who's gonna win and why, and it should be amazing event. Yeah, stay strong. Go on,